All right. So not super common, but you can use Excel as a form for people to answer questions. Normally we type it into other places and then it shows up in Excel. But this could potentially be on the test. So I want to make sure that you are good with it. As well as it's just one of our assignments. So I'm on slide 82 right now, and this just talks about like the different form controls that we have for options. So we yeah, these first couple just kind of walk you through. I'm on slide 84 right now, walk you through different options that you have. Okay, so slide 86 is where we really get started though. First thing that it tells us to do is launch our controls document if you haven't already done that, and then we're going to save it as our solutions file. All right, we are going to be in the developer tab this time again. So make sure that you have the developer tab just like in our last couple of slides. And it says that we are going to insert a button. And this is going to be an ActiveX. Oh, we're clicking on the insert button, and then we're going to an ActiveX combo box, which is this one right here. And then it says to our mouse pointer, it looks a little different than normal. It's this little like plus sign. We're going to put our mouse close to the top left corner of cell E4. Oh, where it says place combo box control here. Before you click the mouse, press the Alt key, then click the mouse and drag the pointer just above to the left of the bottom right. That's fine, just drag it here. Click the box to select it if necessary. You should see the 6 little white buttons around it. Those resizing ones. If you don't see them, click Design Mode button on the Developer tab. Should be in Design Mode. Next to the Design Mode button on the ribbon is the Properties button. Click the Properties button right up here. Ooh, very skinny. For the linked cell property in the second column, type G4. So linked cell right here, we're going to type in G4. For the list fill range property, B3 through B21. Change the list rows property to 12. And I'm now on slide 88. Close the properties window and then click any cell on the worksheet. Click the Design Mode toggle button to turn off Design Mode and click the drop down. So turn off Design Mode and click the drop down, and we should see all of these options that are over here in our list source, because we told them that we want to show 12 at a time, and this is the range of things that it is going to show. So that's the combo box we just created. Try typing taupe into the control and then press enter. So it says to click in here and try typing it. And press enter. And it doesn't It says that it should accept it. Do we have taupe over here? We don't have taupe. Try typing taupe into the control and then press enter. Excel should accept the entry and display taupe in G4. Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. Sorry, we're good. Select cells B3 through B21. And then we're going to name these. It's a lowercase l, lst.colors. And press enter. And now we can see that range. Use the process in step 13 to assign names to the indicated cells as shown on the right. The first character in each name is a lowercase l, not the number 1. So I'm going to select K6. I'm going to name this LNK checkbox F. I'm going to select G6 and calculate that this is LNK checkbox X. These are in a really weird order. K4 is LNK. Oop, what am I doing? LNK combo box F. I'm going to pause the video, but I'm going to keep going down the line. So I'm on slide 89 right now, and simply finding this cell and renaming it to this. All right, so I just finished renaming those. So now I'm on slide 90, and it's telling me to insert form controls that I'm going to repeat steps. So in the E8 plays text box control here. So on the developer tab, in the insert, and this is going to be an ActiveX text box. So this little AB one. And I'm going to make it approximately that same size. I'm going to go to Properties. And the linked cell is going to be LNK text box X. I'm going to close that. So now if I turn off design mode, if I start typing in here, you should see it type over there. So that's how I know that that is correct. Okay, so now E11 through E21, all of this right here, I'm going to insert a list box control here, this one, properties, and the link cell property is in the list fill. I'm gonna just pause for a quick second. I'll be right back with you to see what my error is. I did differently, but I got it to work. As I select the colors over here, it shows my selection over here. Okay, so now I'm on 20C. So in E23, down here, I'm going to place an option button 1 here. So insert option button, about that same size. I'm going to go into properties. The linked cell is LNK option 1.x, and the caption is matte finish. So this is now like a little radio button, like people can select. I can't get it to unselect, but it's selected now. Okay, now in E25, I'm going to do the selection for the glossy finish. So I'm going to put in another option button. I'm going to go to properties, and the caption is now going to be glossy finish, and the linked cell is LNK option 2x. Now if we come out of design mode and select this one, so these ones, you can't have both. You either get a matte finish or a glossy finish. Good. And then the last one, 20E. In E27 here, we're going to place the option button 3. Insert option button. Do this. Properties. The linked cell, LNK option 3x, and the caption is no finish. All right, out of design mode. Oh, did I not link it? Properties. Oh, I didn't put in the link cell, that's why. LNK option 3.x. Oh, why is it not taking it? Alright, let me see what... Alright, let me pause again. Okay, so I got these ones to work. So now I'm going to let you continue on with steps 80, or slides 89, 90, 91, so far. Okay, I'm going to let you keep going. I'll pop back in if I feel like there's one that may be more challenging. Otherwise, I'm just going to let you go for now. Alright, so I'm on slide 92. And on step 32, it tells you to right-click and edit text. I did not have an option to do that, but if I just kept clicking, then I could edit the text to be matte finish. Okay, real quick, if you happen to title something incorrectly, like when you are all the way back on slide 88, you will need to entirely delete that cell, and then you can simply copy and paste the formatting and do it that way, because otherwise you're not going to be able to retitle them. I mistitled some of mine and it ended up goofing with my stuff. Otherwise this should be pretty straightforward the rest of the way through.